Dave, when you look at the bullpen, obviously in May they had so much success, a few hiccups as of late. What are you just seeing from that group right now?
I think I'm seeing more walks than when we were going really well, and I think that when we're on the attack and kind of imposing our will on those offenses, we're as good as anyone. And I think when you give free passes, it sort of builds momentum for the other team, and it takes one hit to score a run instead of a couple hits to build an inning. So I think right now we're doing a little self-inflicted damage.
Things really shifted tonight in the seventh inning, whether it was how his work ended, and then of course as you just talked about with the bullpen. What were you seeing just there in that moment, just as he got deep into his outing?
I thought he still had enough in there to keep going. There was a walk in there. There was some soft contact, that kind of the squibber off that bat, that infield hit, gets a strikeout, and then with the low at bat or low at bat, got behind, and then he went after him, and then he hit a double. So I still felt, unfortunately we got out of that inning, gave up another one, but got out of that inning, and still felt we had the game in hand.
Shohei mentioned a couple of borderline calls in that seventh, especially against Lowe, that he thought about challenging. With the ABS now, how do you guys kind of evaluate situations like that, especially how that inning played out?
I know, and that's one of those things that, from the side in the dugout, you put it in the hands of the players, and I think both of our catchers have been very good, and I guess I haven't looked back, but I did hear that a couple of those pitches to Lau were strikes, and they would have obviously flipped the count, and you never know. But, I thought Dalton's done a good job with all of our pitchers, and so it just probably in his opinion that it wasn't worth the challenge, but it's not an exact science, and I think we had one challenge left right there, so that might have been something that caused a little bit of pause. But yeah, it's the game of baseball.
How much of the bullpen struggles, like you mentioned, a couple games have gotten away late, just kind of comes back to the free bases and not attacking the zone as well as they were earlier this year?
I really believe that hitting is hard, and when you give away free bases, it just makes it a little bit easier, and so that's something we got to get back to, attacking the strike zone.
With the way it unraveled, does this feel like the ugliest loss of the season so far?
I don't know. I mean, this one stung because I felt we were playing good baseball, and there's no business. We had no business losing that game, but I can't recall all the loss that we've had. I know there's been some other ones that really, stung a little bit, but recently, certainly this one doesn't feel good.
Decision regarding Will Smith yet?
Will Smith is going to go on the IL. We're going to bring Chucky Robinson. So Chucky will be here tomorrow, and we'll backdate to whenever we can, and we'll go from there.
And will Ohtani DH tomorrow?
Shohei will DH tomorrow, yes.